I think being the deputy mayor for economic development was critical because of what was going on in the city downtown.
Paint us a picture of what DC, give us the years and what the district was like at that time.
Okay, so I went to DC government in 1979, and so it was still a city with a lot of vacant properties, a lot of neighborhoods that had been disinvested in. It was a lot of, the schools were not in the best shape. And so I think the thing that was so hard is we went into the government full of ideas and energy to turn the city around, and we realized that the city had serious deficits, that the city would go bankrupt at a period of time if we couldn't figure out how to improve the systems of finance and bring in resources to the city. So it was a very tough period of time being in the government, but it was people who believed in the city, and we worked hard to turn it around. I think many things that we worked on and did the design on actually came into fruition after we left the government. I take great pride, and I say to people from time to time, I actually helped create that. And I know whoever is the mayor at the time gets the credit, and that's fine. But we laid the groundwork for a lot of very positive things to happen.
Is there an example you want to share of that?
I think some of it is some of the development projects in different communities like Shaw, downtown. There was a real rebirth of downtown Washington during the 12 years that I was in city government. I remember being at I'm not sure what it's called now, but where the National Press Building is, the block between 14th, 13th, E Street and F Street. I mean, those were old buildings, very decrepit. That was a major project. And most of downtown was revitalized during the time that I was in city government. And I was very much a part of those discussions.
And that is something that, do you feel that these are still the after effects of what you experienced in 1968?
Oh, yes. I feel very strongly. So you look at 14th Street today. So when I was a kid, I took ballet at Jones Hayward School of Ballet, and I would get my toe shoes on 14th Street. And we didn't have to go to the suburbs because we had 14th Street, 8th Street, we had downtown stores. The riots really killed those corridors. And I tell people it took 40 years to rebuild and transform those communities. And so you're looking at Southwest Washington, you know, Shaw. And so it's now gone to a whole nother level with more redevelopment and newer people coming into the city. But we persevered, and we put a lot of policies in place, and a lot of things happened. So one of the big issues was we were still very much under the control of the federal government when I was in city government. So we had to get their approval. All of those things have changed. They have input, but we're much more independent. And the money that we get into the city through taxes can be put into our neighborhoods and our cities. So we've come a long way.